falling too fast to prepare for this. Tripping in the world could be dangerous. Everybody circling as vultures. Negative, nepotist. Everybody waiting for the fall of man. Everybody praying for the end of times. Everybody hoping they could be the one. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, run me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip. Word upon your lip. Rather that you rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes. Yeah, take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do what it takes. That I feel being typical. Looking at my body feeling miserable. Always hanging on to the visual. I wanna be invisible. Looking at my years like a martyrdom. Everybody needs to be a part of them. Never be enough from the prodigal son. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, run me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip. Word upon your lip. Rather that you rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes. Yeah, take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do what it takes. Hypocritical, egotistical. Don't wanna be the parenthetical, hypothetical. Working out of something that I'm proud of. Out of the box, an epoxy to the world and the vision we've lost. I'm an apostrophe. I'm just a symbol to remind you that there's more to see. I'm just a product of the system of catastrophe, and yet a masterpiece, and yet I'm half diseased. And when I am deceased, at least I go down to the grave and die happily, and leave the body of my soul to be a part of me. I do what it takes. Whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the
Will you do whatever it takes?
I will not do whatever it takes.
Hello, everybody. It's a hobby world, and if you didn't know, I'm Nina,
And I'm Ish.
and we're the hosts of this fun, kooky little place where we share our favorite music and hobbies and things that we just enjoy. And we have been playing the Pokemon
Pokemon Emerald.
and having a really good time with it. And I personally am really stoked for the new Pokemon game that's going to...
Yeah, Let's Go Eevee looks great.
No, I'm all about the Pikachu. Because Pikachu is on your shoulder like a little, fuzzy parrot of love. Eevee's on your head, trying to be a hat. I mean, fuzzy Pokemon are not fashion accessories. You know what I'm saying there?
I hear what you're saying.
You just don't buy it because you want Eevee.
Well, Eevee is just cute.
So, here's the deal. We buy Eevee for you, and we buy Pikachu for me.
Oh, goodness.
Uh-huh. Go.
But it's the same game.
Problem solved. Everybody gets what they want. Happy household. And Nintendo's even more happy because they just made more money off
Dang
us.
right.
So see, we're supporting franchise. We're having a happy household. Everything works nice that way, you know? Speaking of which, I was playing Pokemon Go earlier. And I actually caught a Pokemon that was hanging out on your lower back, near your hip.
You were catching Pokemon on my hip.
Yeah.
That is rude.
but he was adorable and he was hanging out on your hip, and so I just needed to catch him there because that's where he was. And I was like, dude, you need to be mine. And he was all like, I'll get inside the ball. I'm not even gonna fight him. Then there was another one that was hanging out on your butt, but he ran away. I don't know why. But yeah, literally, you were like playing on the Switch,
Yep.
preoccupied, and I was playing Pokemon because, you know, addiction. I'm still terrible at pronouncing the names of the Pokemon, but I just think they're adorable, and so I'm like, you know, the cute one. That's not a really good way to decipher the Pokemon.
Surprisingly, it isn't. Some free experience here before we go up against the winner.
Hi IMB, how you doing today? We were just talking about our Pokemon love and how I'm horrible at pronouncing the names or remembering the names of the different Pokemon. I just like to say, you know, the cute one. The one that's fluffy. The one that, you know, has like the thing. And those are all not very good descriptions for a Pokemon. Not help at all.
It doesn't help me understand it.
I know, right? So now, like, the ones that we've named after friends, I can say, like, that one, and then he knows. So basically, this game is building bridges. Just saying, I can be like, you know, Shelly, and then he's like, oh, I know. Or Puri, or the IMB one, or whatever.
We're doing pretty good today. Figured we'd get some Pokemon in while we still can, and
Yeah, just trying to relax and de-stress before the week starts, because we have a pretty intense week scheduled this week. Lots of things happening. Shelly's a level 19. Go Shelly! Those things look so cranky. How are you doing, IMB? How is another week in the life of IMB? Look at her go, she is on fire! That's how I look at it.
how you look at it?
That's how I look at it. IMB is like on fire right now.
There's a real chance that we could. Oh, damn.
We stuck.
No. For battle, I always bathe with my Pokemon.
That sounds naughty. I'm the only one that... Sometimes there are certain things you should not do with your... Does the melody rock your soul?
It doesn't. I'm not a guitarist, though.
You wish you were a guitarist.
Not really.
They get all the chicks.
Oh, okay.
And I'm interested in those kinds of chicks.
No, I don't need the hard rock chick. Nothing wrong with the hard rock chick.
Just not your cup of tea.
Not what I need.
I'm sure your girlfriend would be very happy to hear that.
Aww.
Oh, it's so cute! Look at it. It's all like, I am cute and fluffy. Give me a cuddle. And you're all like, I kill you.
It's dead.
All I wanted was a cuddle.
No cuddles for it.
Rude. Because, you know, when you think of hard rock, you think of fluffy pink ponies. Naturally. Their standard go-to. Isn't that just... You know what that reminds me of?
What?
That reminds me of the creatures from Doctor Who, the Oods.
The Oods?
Yes, it reminds me of the Oods. How they like seemed so angry at first, but then you find out that they were really fast. Bad for the Oods. Like their sad song. Dr. Donna's all sad.
Tentacles confused and hurts itself.
You just like the Oods, all the hurt.
Goodness.
Feelings for the Oods right now. Out over here, don't worry, don't. Me, I'm just geeking out over here. Dr. Memory. Before Doctor Who text you.
I think we've gone through all the phases of it. We just need to finish off. Giving up on my plans to convert the city ahead. So I put my time into making door traps in the gym. Now what are you doing here? Gotten all my traps? Waha! That's amusing. I, Watson, the leader of Marvel, electrify you. Get it? He's the electric leader.
Don't touch him. And if you touch him, you're gonna get shot.
It's exactly like that, but seeded that Voltorb.
Isn't it funny?
Not to me.
Think of my mother.
We're gonna get this Voltorb. Slow and steady wins the race.
Like the tortoise and the hare.
Exactly.
You're the tortoise.
I am the tortoise. Voltorb's hare, I guess?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's kind of painful. Okay. Bring it! We burned through one super potion already, so that's good.
As for attacked and do. That's upsetting.
We need to do 2 attacks to get to where we were last time, though.
Oh.
So we're still doing good. They've hit. The Shockwave. Hey, Ian.
Phone was shaking.
With the electric round. Really annoying Magneton. We're gonna switch to the thing that it can't. Electric attack. We're confused.
I think that Joey would admit that he is often confused. And he would love to throw mud at people. I feel this is that represents. Because people do confuse him. And sometimes it does hurt him. His confusion hurts. I wonder if when he's confused he really does see ducks.
Does see the duck thing?
Yeah, I should ask him. See ducks when you're confused, he'll be like, what? What are you talking about?
Think it's a fighting Pokemon? I can't recall though. I'm gonna get Puree out and hope that it is.
And if not, oops. Ooh, it's like preening. Look at it, it's like, look at my luxurious hindquarters. And
Or, you know,
die.
get insta-jibbed. What about you? Insta-jib too? I guess we'll go with Joey then.
I am curious what everybody's thoughts are on summer so far. Is everybody enjoying their? Is it like another season, another yawn, or is it like yes, woo, summertime?
My summer's been pretty good so far.
Yay.
Mud slap attack is pretty brutal.
Well, you know, sometimes you just gotta sling mud at people really hard.
Well, it just keeps dropping the foe's accuracy and doing damage. Just a really attack. Not really a strong attack, but a
Since it's a girl, it kind of looks like it's like mud coming. Unleashing my mud pool.
okay.
Doesn't it kind of? I mean,
Not
like,
at all to me.
even the arms are extended. I'm sure at least one person in chat had that thought at some point. Maybe not today, but at some point since we started this game.
Okay.
If not, they sure as heck see it.
That's the truth there. Level? Dynamo badge? Did you rock smash out of battle? Pokemon faster, you should take this too. PM34, which contains Shockwave. Smart Pokemon.
Hey, everybody's healed. Only you could do that in real life, just like, just gonna take a nap, and when I wake up from my nap, everything's gonna be perfect with me, physically and mentally and everything. Just gonna be in tip-top shape, okay? Okay. That would be awesome.
Andrew.
Oh, it's so cute. You need one of them.
I think it's gonna be a while before we.
One of it.
As I say, you gotta catch them all.
I literally know feeling because every time I play Pokemon Go, I'm like, new thing I don't have. Need it. Oh my god, it is not close enough to me. Why am I not at that other location? And then I'm like, yeah, but I'm too lazy to go out of my building and walk down this. I'll just have to wait till it comes to me.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm that lazy shrew. It was cool though when we were going to all the different hotels though, because we were like in like really hot spots near like really good gyms, so there were always like tons and tons of Pokemon everywhere. So like our hotels were always crawling, and the hospital is always full of Pokemon. So I'd be like playing Pokemon Go in the waiting room. So people would be like looking at me like I'm nuts because I'm like massaging the air with my phone, trying to like make the Pokemon spawn.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm not doing anything weird here. I'm just playing Pokemon Go. Never mind. Don't you worry about me. I'm just playing Pokemon. Pokemans.
Pokemans. So what have we done this weekend as kind of cool, exciting things that we'll talk about?
Well, we went to a really cool,
Because we had a really busy weekend.
yeah, we went to a really cool, comic book store. And they have, like, really good, figures for different franchises that you might like. So they have, like, Batman figures. They have figures from, like, different TV shows that you might like that have like really big fandoms and things like that. They have like collectible statues like of Harley Quinn, and they have like Carnage, and they have different things from different, you know, franchises. But then they also have graphic novels, they have traditional comics everywhere. That's like their main, like, you know, stock. And then they have like cute little keychains and things. And I was trying to sell Ish on getting a bottle opener that was in the shape of Green Lantern's lantern.
Yes.
And he was just not buying it. And I'm like, come on, why is this not a staple in our house? That would be so neat. Like, you like Green Lantern, why not? And he was like, I just don't think that's enough. Like, it's just not neat. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's right for us. So we didn't go with that. And then there was
For the record, Green Lantern is probably my most favorite DC hero. So.
yeah, but you just weren't feeling that bottle opener.
No.
And then I was trying to get you in on some keychains. You're not feeling those either. Because there was the cool Punisher one, but you don't like Punisher, but I do. And then there was a Batman one. There were actually two Batmans. There was one Batman one that had like color on it, so it was like yellow. And then there was one, like yellow and black, and then there was one that was just kind of like the cuter color, like the Punisher. And then they had these like mystery things, and these mystery things are really awesome because they're like little packs. They're not that expensive per one.
No, it was like $2 or $3 tops.
Yeah.
Well, I think yours was like $4,
Yeah.
but yours was also kind of like a keychain.
Right. And like you open them up and they have like, in my case it was a keychain. In his case, this was a different franchise. Mine was The Nightmare Before Christmas, and his was Mega Man. And with his, instead of a keychain, he got a little figure. And we had picked up these little figures at a previous time, and he had gotten like certain ones. So I was like, we should totally go all in. So he's like, okay, should I get 2? And I was like, no, I'm feeling like you should get 4. And he was like, 4? We're probably going to get doubles. And I'm like, no, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. They're all going to be different. And what would you know? They were all different. And like, I kind of thought that I was just being overly optimistic, but actually they were all different. So
And
that was really cool.
For the record, we already bought 3 of these before, so we don't have a duplicate.
Yeah, so that's actually kind of really cool that we're actually getting like quite a few of these for like the little collection.
I would really like to get the Yellow Devil, but I haven't got it.
I'm really happy that we got the puppy one.
Rush?
Yeah, he's adorable. And what was the one from last time that we got the
Turtle Man? Mecha Man?
remember? He looked cool.
Might have been Flame Man?
Maybe.
Fireman?
Maybe.
Had like a head of fire?
Possibly. I don't remember now. I know now they're at your work, so I can't like that one. But so they like live around his. It's so funny. His desk is like so consumed with all these cute things that we find because I'm like, dear, more things for like your work. And so now Ish's workplace has like the coolest figures ever. I am so envious of his workspace because it has these cool things around it.
Not that many.
Well, there's the Mario set.
Yep.
And there are these.
Yep.
So that's like what, 8? or more?
8-ish.
Yeah.
Oh, no, now it's a lot more than 8. Like
Yeah.
12?
Yeah. He has a cool desk area now. And so my keychain that was the Nightmare Before Christmas was there, you know, with the 2 sides to him. Like he has like the one that's like kind of a happy, jovial face, and the other side is kind of angry and grumpy. So I got him. I was a little sad that I didn't get 0, but they only had 1, so it wasn't like we could, you know, have a lot of, you know, a lot more chances, right? Because they were so popular, they were all sold out. So next time maybe.
Hey guys, if you are in the chat with us right now, do me a favor and just say hey.
Possible that Twitch having some,
Which
could be just. I think that that's probably a very likely.
me. Thank you.
And then we went to a game store that we really, really enjoy very much, where we know the owner. He's a really awesome person. And we know also the guy that works there really well, so we got to hang out with them for a little bit. And we played a game there, and we picked up some packs. Yes, we did. We got 2 cons
Sounds
packs.
here, that's
Yep.
right.
Got 2 cons packs, and I just love the artwork of cons. If anybody is a Magic the Gathering connoisseur that way, if you are a lover of Magic for the artwork purposes, not just the gameplay, Cons is one of the most beautiful sets in my humble opinion. I would say that Con would be in my top 5 favorite artistic sets. Personally, for me.
Oh, that's high praise. Even coming from all the older sets. I think your number 1 is probably Old.
Is that the one with all the ices?
It's got a lot of ice.
Yeah, probably. I think that might be.
The old one would have been icy.
I'd have to look them over specifically because there's one that you would think I would like a lot of cards from, but some of them, most of the set turns me off actually. There are only a few cards that I like in it. And then there's another one that's kind of icy that I like the majority of the set, and I forget which one's which. So one of them is right, and the other one is the other one, and I just can never tell them apart because I'm such a noob in terms of where I came into Magic that my mind just will not grasp which one's which. I perpetually get them. But yeah, so Cons is really beautiful, so that's why I kind of was like, let's get Cons packs. But unfortunately we didn't get a really...
We didn't get the money.
We didn't get a big money pull, but we did look at some very beautiful art. Which is kind of why I'm like pushing the art was beautiful, so we don't feel so bad about not getting the huge big money. But it's fun opening packs, and it's fun being there and talking to them. And the guy that works there that we like a lot, he's really fun to talk to, and just a really nice guy. He was saying that these kids came in and they kept saying like, "Oh, we wanna open an older pack."
Oh yeah.
Right? We totally want to open an older pack. So he was like, "Oh, if you really want to do that and you're not worried about money," because they were saying like, you know, they didn't care if it was like an expensive pack, they just wanted to open an old pack, kind of thing. And so he was like, "All right, well if that's the case, you should open this." And they were like, "Oh no, you know."
There's no money in that pack.
There's no money, and he was like, oh, okay, well, whatever, like, he's not going to pressure them to do something they don't want to do. So it moves along, they buy a different pack or whatever. So then he goes and he's like, oh, just to show you what you could have gotten, and he takes like a pack that's just like on top, and he opens it, and he finds a Mox Diamond, right? Is that what he found in it?
A Mox Diamond, which retails at like $200, right?
Yeah, and he opened that from it, and he's like, well, you could have had this if you had taken my advice, but because you didn't, now it belongs to the store, so yay, we have it. And like the owner was like right behind him when that happened, and he just kind of like shrugged at them like, tough luck, kids. Now we have it, yay. So, that was kind of cool, and like, in my mind when he was telling the story, like I could totally see that happening. So that was really cool. Like, we always have a really good time there because that's the kind of environment where it is. Like, you can just hang out and have just a really good conversation with both the owner and the people that work there because they're just so friendly and just so sweet and just... It's a really great time. And actually, I did a YouTube video once about this particular store because I was saying how much I liked them and how if anybody was ever in our area, they should check them out because they were really cool. They were one of those places because I mentioned like about 5 or 6 places, and they were in that list for that reason. So we did that, and then we got a Frosty.
Yep.
Because I'm part of Molly's movement, which if you've been seeing my tweets and stuff lately, you know all about that, so I'm not going to go into all of that. But yeah, so we did that, and I took my little selfie with it, and it was so funny because I took an actual selfie of me with it and not just it, but I didn't like the way that I looked in the hat at the time because my face looked really bloated and the hat looked huge on my head from the angle that I was taking the picture. And so I was like, yeah, no, I'm just showing the cup. I'm just showing the Frosty, so nobody actually has seen the picture that's actually me and the Frosty. But they saw the Frosty, so they knew that a Frosty was purchased in support of Molly's movement. So we did that, and then we came back home and spent some time with our roommate, out with him, talking to him for a bit, and then our good friend came over and we played some board game.
Dang right we did, because we are part of the hippie life.
Yeah, part of our hippie life and big part of our hobbies. I think, we were actually talking about this yesterday. I think probably our biggest hobby that we have probably right now, I had a little hiccup, is board gaming.
Definitely our biggest joint hobby.
Yeah. Well, that we actively participate in.
Yeah. Exactly.
And so it was really, really nice to hang out and play different games. So we played, Fuse.
Yep, which is a speed-based cooperative dice.
And then we played Legendary.
Marvel's Legendary, which is a cooperative deck builder with all the superheroes and villains from the Marvel Universe that you can take and fight with each other with.
Which was really cool because we had a kind of very kooky array of individuals. We took some heroes that you would never think would work well together and actually made it work pretty well. And because of the way it was shuffled, even though it was shuffled really well, for whatever reason, you say her name because I'm going to screw it up again. Captain Marvel only came out with like one card during the whole game, so she really didn't get a chance to shine. I think it probably might have been even a little bit more fun if she had gotten to come out a little bit more and like I was actually able to play her. more often. But I think even with it the way that it was, we did fairly well, and we were able to beat the mastermind, who was Misty Knight.
Yes.
Yes, Misty Knight. Who, I mean, she just looks intimidating, and like she just doesn't take anybody's crap at all. And I just like like I had never heard of her before, and like now I kind of need to know her backstory. I think that's kind of cool. Like for me, I never really grew up with the comics. Like I don't know the backstories of things. Like, you know, certain things you know about just because they were so iconic that like people would talk about them, you know what I mean, in pop culture situations. So you would find out, you know, the rudimentary situations of the story, you know what I mean? Like you would know about Spider-Man because people would give you a synopsis of what Spider-Man was about. You see what I'm saying? Or Superman. People would give you a rundown real quick. So if you weren't into those franchises or those comics or whatever, you would still have an understanding of what they were talking about. Or somebody would parody it real quick. You would get an idea of what it was about. But some of these characters, through playing this game, I'm so curious about them now that I'm like, wait, I feel like I need to like read the comics, or like I need some sort of something here. Like I need something. Go on, you know? So it's a cool thing. So we played that, and then we played a game called Flip Ships, like SHIPS. Please don't think I said something different, because it is very easy to say it incorrectly and to hear it incorrectly. But it's ships, like a ship in the night. Get rid of somebody?
Yeah.
Here, you weren't supposed to get rid of our bat.
No, I just back into the.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking for somebody to teach Rock Smash to.
Okay.
We're gonna find a Pokemon. Yay! Or this thing can learn Rock Smash.
So Flip Ships is a game where you are trying to flip little cardboard
Hogs.
hogs. Yeah, they're like hogs with ships on them, onto cards that have ships on them.
Best description I found of it is Space Invaders with Hogs.
Pretty much.
But keep explaining the actual game.
So you're trying to,
What should we name this thing?
Hog man.
Hog Master.
Yep. Good.
Yeah.
Yay! Meant to be.
Make sure we get the exclamation point.
It's meant to be. Anyway, so, you literally are like flicking your ship onto these cards that have your enemy ships on them, and you're trying to kill them. They each have a number like with their health on it, and or their, you know, you can look at it as either their health or their toughness, right?
Yeah,
Is that fair to say?
exactly. It's how much health and damage they do.
Right. And then they also have on them on the other side where shielding is. Is that correct? You know those little, like...
Oh, no, that's how fast they move.
Okay, that's how fast they move. And so you want to, like, take them out, especially if they have more than one, because you don't want them to go forward and, run into you. Because the more that they run into you, the more damage they'll do. And so you want to take things out as fast as possible, basically. Hey Knockers, thank you for hosting us and welcome to the cast today. And then there's a mothership, and you really want to get your ship in the mothership to do damage to the mothership. So the goal is to take out all of the ships in front of the mothership and take out the mothership. It's very difficult because you have to aim correctly, because you can overthrow and miss out completely. You can miss everything and not hit anything.
Yep, very easily.
Very easily. So it sounds so simple and easy, but it is so hard. And especially when people are talking to you, I find I'm like, please don't talk to me. Please don't encourage me. Please don't say anything. I need to focus. And when I focus, I do a lot better. So I'm just like, just leave me alone. Let me do my thing. And then I tend to really make some really good shots. But it's a really addicting game. Like, at first I didn't think I'd like it because usually I'm against games where I have to get up and down to play them because I feel really self-conscious, especially in front of other people. I just feel like, you know, is my shirt okay? Do I look funny? You know, I'm very self-conscious about
I want it.
Oh my god, it's like a little blobby thing. I think I have one of those in Pokemon Go.
Hope I don't kill it.
But so, yeah, I think you're gonna kill it.
Nope.
Okay, so in, so back to flip ships. So flip ships, I just thought I would be really self-conscious about it and that I would do really badly with it. But I actually really like it. And it was actually the game that I suggested we play yesterday. And it was really fun. In the end, we lost. But I don't think we felt bad about losing because we had such a good time while playing.
No, we actually did pretty good compared to normal. Alright. Now we're gonna need a name. It is a poison type Pokemon. Will evolve into a purple poison type Pokemon. They are both blobs and Pac-Man.
Shmoo! So it's S C H M O O. Shmoo! You know, like the shmoo from Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Oh, yes.
Shmoos. They're my favorites. I love them.
We are really needing someone to turn move rock smash.
Sorry, dear. I hope that you it. You have to be more catchy. It's not deer. I have to get away from deer. Find something else, and it cannot be honey bunches. No, I am not oats. I am not cereal. I'm not grain. Not do it.
Egg nubbit.
Sometimes you just kill puppies. You know, it happens. Sometimes they just pass out. You know, the heat. It's summer.
They just passed out from the.
I think we might have to go to the standard Funny and Share, dear.
That.
We have to go to the Babe. No, why not? Why not?
Like it.
I don't like honey bunches.
What's wrong with deer?
Because the woman killed it at Barnes and Noble.
Oh my gosh.
Killed it at Barnes and Noble. It's dead.
Kill it, please.
Yes, she did. She killed it at Barnes and Noble. It's been killed and died, and now. Which is neither here nor there because I have more games to talk about because we played another game.
We did play another game.
I took a picture and put it on 2 social media platforms.
I haven't seen the other picture.
I may not have put it on. I may have only put it on Instagram.
Okay.
So maybe I only put it on 1 social media platform. So maybe none of you had the ability to see it because none of you have me on Instagram. But if that is the case, I am sorry. You need to put me on Instagram. Darn it. And my Instagram is not what you think it is because somebody stole Nina the Wizard before I could get to it. And she's mad at me because I have all the other Nina the Wizard socials and she can't have them. The only one she can have is Nina the Wizard on Instagram. Because she got there first.
We have a minus.
Do we?
Oh, we don't
Oh.
really want a minus.
Ooh. You don't want them all?
I don't want them all.
Rude. Anyway, so the last game that we played, if anybody wants to know what my Instagram is, by the way, just send me a tweet and I'll tell you. Anyway, don't mind me, I'm just rearranging your pillows, don't worry.
I'm not worrying.
We played Spirit Island. When we played Spirit Island,
Need a nickname.
oh, what's the one from, Little Mermaid?
Ooh.
Hey. Oh, crap. Let's see, Sebastian the Crab. And Flounders the Fish. His name. Thanks of Forks of Brush. Scuttle!
Oh,
Wouldn't it be T-L-E?
works for me.
Okay, so anyway, so we played Spirit Island, but we put in the new component. It was a very rough game for me. I think I didn't have as much fun with that one as I did some of the others. I don't know if it was just I was getting tired. The new mechanic I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it either.
Well, we won that game earlier than we've ever won that game.
Yeah, but it didn't, like, I didn't care. I wasn't feeling it. Yeah, but I don't know if we won correct. I don't know,
What do you mean?
it all felt off. I don't know, it all felt weird to me. I had weird feelings. But
Okay.
it could have just been because I was tired.
I know a lot of people are getting tired of them.
Yeah. So it could have been just like I was starting the descent into Krabby Sleepy Land, which is a dangerous place to be playing games. If you're me. or around me, because who wants to be around a salty, sleepy person? Whee! Wish I could do that. Like mad tricks on my bike, yo. Woo! Break it. Man. Those all like, I break stuff.
Let's see. Oh, we just found a tough looking trainer. First time we fight the news crew.
We got this.
Well, we so got this.
We've got this in the bag. We're experienced Pokemon people. You know the haps. What did everybody else do this weekend? Did everybody else have a good weekend? Can I just say that also this weekend we had delicious pizza?
Did.
Pizza with friends? I think pizza with friends makes pizza even better.
I don't know about that, but I do know that I was loving on the pizza that I got. There's a brand of pizza called Toppers. It's like a Domino's, but it's a whatever. They're really good for me.
You like their dippy sauces.
They have really good dip sauce, like Chipotle Ranch.
Is his favorite. He was like dippy love, and I like their pepperoni pizza. Their pepperoni pizza is really, really good. It reminds me a lot of like generic like what you could find back in New York. You know what I mean? Like really good. You know what I mean? But that kind of style, so it has that same flavoring. So it just reminds me of home.
You need a feeling of battle.
Feeling of battle? Victory! We're going to be victorious.
We're gonna be on TV.
Stars! You know, in a way, we are, because we're on the Twitch.
We are! Haha! We're fighting a hiker now.
Well, you know, the hiker had it coming.
It's a hiker. Oh no, a picnicker.
Oh, it's a picnicker with the shroom thing. Grumpy shrooms.
Hey. That's my Pokemon.
Well, you know, it shouldn't be such a grumpy shroom. It's a happy shroom.
Huh?
You should be a happy
I
shroom.
need to have happy shroom.
Happy shrooms of love.
Oh.
Yeah, for somebody who doesn't like shrooms, why would you be a shroom?
Yeah. I like the shroomish.
Deep thoughts. Well, deep thoughts. Doesn't like to eat shrooms, but wants to be a shroom. Is that why you don't eat?
I want to be one.
Because you
someday.
want to be one someday, see?
Exactly. Figured it out.
See the deep psychological feelings that are going on here. To a spiritual connection. No, Puri, no! Don't die! No, Puri, no! No, Puri. No.
I really like that Pokemon.
The little thing with the ball on its
Yep.
tail?
We saw a plushie that I wanted to get this. Well,
The Snorlax?
yes.
Every time we go in there, I say we should buy it, and you won't let me.
The Snorlax is as big as like a pillow.
I know, and you won't get it. For lots of things.
We also picked up a game this weekend.
Yes, we did. I forgot to mention that part. Okay, so yes, we went.
And for us to pick up a game means that it must have been something crazy for us to see.
Yeah, because we were perusing like the. Let me just like explain this as an experience. So we walked into the store and we were perusing through like the new games, the games that have been there a little while, but you know, like all the different sections. And we usually do like a rundown of, hey, what did you find that like appeals to you? What are you thinking? Sometimes we go back to ones that we've already liked previously and kind of talked about before, kind of saying like, you know, in the future I think we should end up having this. Or like, let's make a mental note that we like this, like before it goes out of print or, you know, out of the store, or, you know, we can't get this kind of thing. And so, like, I was noticing that, like, there was this game that, my friend and his cousin noticed when she was here, the other week, that she liked, now has an expansion. So I noticed that, and so I thought that was kind of funny and cute. So that was, like, the first thing I noticed.
Which game was that?
The dinosaur game?
Ah,
So I noticed that, so I was like, that's funny, it has an expansion now.
what's the game we actually called? It's like Countdown.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know the actual name, but I know the dinosaur is in the title. But yeah, it's like a dinosaur game. So I was looking at that, and then I moved on and I was looking at different games like, there's a game that we don't own yet that I would like us to own eventually that our friend owns called Cockroach Poker. There's another game called Skull, which that same friend owns. He and I have very similar taste in some of our shorter games, like some of the shorter, less complicated games. He and I seem to like similar ones, but it seems like games that are more longer, he and I start to differ on which games we like when it starts to get into more time-consuming games, which is kind of interesting and weird. But it seems like we have very similar taste in like our shorter time span games. And so those are two of the games that are in his collection. And yes, we play games with him a lot, but sometimes we don't play games with him. And I'm like, man, I really wish we had a copy of those two games because they're fun and we don't have a copy. So, I was kind of looking at those. And then, I was looking at a game called, is it Once Upon a Time? The story one?
Storytelling?
Yeah. I was looking at that one.
So Once Upon a Time is a game where throughout the game you have cards. And the cards are just out of your hand, and they say like one-word things like cave, dragon, champion, peril, you know, and you're going to be telling a story around these one words. You're going to use those one words as kind of plot points as you tell your story. Whole game.
Yeah, so I was like looking at that again, saying like at first the idea sounded really intimidating to me because sometimes if I'm on the spot, I kind of choke up and get really like nervous and I can't think. But then I thought, what a great way to kind of get over that, you know what I mean? To like just work at it, a little bit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's really up my alley because I like being creative and I like writing and I like doing stories like that. And that's like a great way to branch off and be creative and fun. And so anyway, so I was looking at that one again because that one always kind of grabs my eye. And then they had Dice Forge in again, so of course I was like looking at Dice Forge. And then they had more of the little like Lego puzzly things that we
Nano
got.
blocks.
Yeah, they had more of those, more Pokemon. So I was like, oh my god, these are so cute. So we were looking at those. So we did like our tour, basically, that we do.
Mm-hmm.
And we also saw lots of games that we already own. And that kind of makes me feel happy when that happens, because I'm like, happy, because I'm like, I love that, and like, people are still loving it, because they're here on the shelves, you know what I mean? Like, it's still relevant. Other people are still wanting it, you know what I mean? That it would still be needed in the store, kind of thing. So, that warmed my heart place quite a bit. And then we were in the, like, used section, which I hate saying it that way because usually when you think of something as being used, you think of like just somebody just doesn't care about it anymore.
Pre-owned.
Yeah, but I don't even like that because sometimes there's like a stigma with that. The way I like to look at this particular section, because of the way that the games are taken care of for the most part, is that these games were really loved. It was just time for people to move on from them.
And they're not worn.
Yeah, I mean, these games are not like you would find at like a Goodwill. These are in like a lot better condition. Like sometimes if you go to Goodwill, not saying that you can't find gems, because we have found gems that have been in really good condition at Goodwill, but sometimes when you go to like a Goodwill-ish store,
Mm-hmm.
the condition of a board game will be really poor. Because people are just like, I'm done. I've used it for a long time. It's in really bad condition. I just want rid of it. Whereas here, in this section, things have been taken really good care of. It's in really good condition. The packaging is still in really good condition. And the pieces are in really good condition. So.
But sometimes even the stuff that there's still there is new and shrink.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes people just bought it and then they got it as a present. Like, they haven't even opened it yet. You know what I mean? So they had 2 copies and just, they didn't need one. Or, you know what I mean? Something like that happened. Or they got it and then changed their mind about it and decided, hey, I really don't need this. Or, whatever the case may be. So, we were looking through that section and nothing was really catching my eye personally. Something had caught Ish's eye. And I was like, well, if you really, really want it, you should get it. And he was like, I don't know if at that price point that's right for me. Let's look around the store again. So we looked around the store again. And when we came back around, he saw a game that we had played at his college get-together the other weekend. And if you'll remember from a few casts ago, we had mentioned that it was a kind of weird experience for us because the people that we were playing with weren't exactly the nicest people and they didn't really explain the game very well. And they kind of talked down to me a little bit, so I kind of like tuned out of the game and was kind of like not even playing even though I was playing. And it was just a strange circumstance. But we liked the game itself. Well, that particular game was there in this section, marked for less than its retail value. Correct? Yeah.
Well, the thing is that it doesn't have a retail value.
Oh, because it's
It
out of
was
print.
only on Kickstarter and it's out of print.
Ah, I see.
But it's cheaper than eBay.
Gotcha. So yeah, Ish was like, should we really spend that amount of money on this game? And I was like, It's out of print. It's hard to find. And it found us. I kind of feel like this is right. Like, when is this opportunity ever going to come again? I think go for it. So we went for it, and we were pleasantly surprised to see that a lot of it is still in its original, like, wrap.
Yeah, so they barely unpackaged portions of
So,
either that or they resealed it at
doesn't make any sense.
doesn't make sense. Oh, somebody do that.
Yeah.
Seems like somebody bought it on Kickstarter.
Yeah. Which is totally cool because now it has a home here with us, and now we can play it and teach it to other people correctly and have a fun time playing it and really enjoy it for what it is rather than, you know, the misery that was our first time playing it. It was a super awesome purchase.
Yes, and I can't wait to actually unpackage it and start getting it ready for us to play.
I know, I'm excited about that. I am thinking that that should be something that we work towards in July.
Why?
Yes, because this month will be over by time,
Get played in July?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
By time all of our, things that we have scheduled are done, that'll probably be our first opportunity to play.
Maybe. There's something going on the 30th.
I have an appointment.
That's what it is.
At like 8 in the morning.
Yay!
Well, maybe that'll be like a good thing. Get it over bright and early, it'll be done. That's what I'm telling myself, just to comfort myself from having to get so early, because to me that's like god awful early on a Saturday. On a Saturday, yeah. Well, how early are you gonna get up on Saturday? What is your itinerary?
What's our itinerary for this Saturday? Don't have one.
At least you don't have to worry about getting up early.
Yeah, I do.
Why?
Just have things that need to get done. So, yeah.
Okay.
Like, how do I have to worry about getting up early?
Oh.
Because I have places I need to be with people.
Oh, so you have, well, so you have an itinerary. You have a scheduled stuff you gotta do.
Well, I don't know what it is, but if they don't want me then.
Gotcha.
I think we're starting to get to the point where we might Pokemon that I was hoping we wouldn't have used for a long while. That's okay.
Are we having fun though?
We are. Everyone else having fun too?
I would hope that they are. I mean, we're here. We're not. Well, the two of us aren't queer, but maybe some of our Pokemon are. It is Pride Month.
Hey.
Did you know that? And so we are celebratory of all people and Pokemon. So maybe our Pokemon. Actually, yes, one of our Pokemon is. Are you giving me faces?
I'm not giving you faces.
Are we getting it?
Like the derpy camel. If we don't kill it, we get it.
Why'd you have to kill it? Here, why'd you have to kill it? We're supposed to kill him! Camel!
I want that instead.
No, I want a camel. I want that. Why? What? Oh. And yes, I am being incredibly whiny. I want a camel. Camel, I can camel up. That's a game we haven't played in a long time. Camel Up is a really fun game.
Yes, it is.
We haven't played that in a long time.
Hoping we can catch it with just a Pokeball. We'll be able to. Do one more shot with a Pokeball and then let it be.
Let it be, let it be. Try one more time with the Pokemon?
Good.
Yeah.
Last Pokeball try. Come on, Torkoal. Oh.
You ass butt pants. I was flustered. Can't possibly expect me to come up with a good retort while flustered. Heck is this? This is not a camel. I reject anything but a camel. At this point. We need all your berries. Bring all the camels to the guard.
Maybe.
And they'll be like, damn right, the berries are better than
Yeah, exactly.
in the whole thing. Ooh, you're hyper now. Hype for camels.
Right. Right, guys. Well, I think that's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you for hanging out with us. I had a blast. What do you think?
I had a good time.
And we hope to see you guys around later, and thanks for hanging out with us. So see you next time on It's a Hobby World.
Bye.
What you thinking?